What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Z Fly. That's right. Y'all know what time it is. It's time to get hot in the midst. And where do I usually do that at? Nowhere else but the Yotel Hotel. That's right, in Manhattan, New York. That's where I'm at. That's where I be all day, every day. How y'all doing? Today it's gonna be a really great interview. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm all about fashion, right? I am the Z to the FLY. But you know what? To stay fly, you gotta have some fly designers. That's right. I have no other than Designer Lejubon, who's gonna tell us all about his designs and much more. We're gonna get to know him, you know, see his designs and what's up and coming for him. So y'all better get ready because it's about to get hot in the midst right now. All right, y'all. That's right. It's your boy Z Fly. Right now, I have Designer Lejubon on the side of me. How are you doing, sir?
Very well, thank you. How about yourself?
I'm doing really well. Now, look, now, before I even start, y'all know how I am. You know, I'm always checking people out and what they got on because, see, they can't be flyer than me, but I think he might got me. How you stay so sharp, man?
I mean, I just think for myself and just buy what I like at the end of the day. I just buy what I like and try to stick with some classic pieces. And then I try to take it to the next level, add my own personality to it,
Sounds really good. Well, we'll talk about his style later, but right now, let's get to know him a little bit better. So definitely let everybody know a little bit about Lejubon and where, when were you born, where you came from, and what's your social security number?
Well, pretty much, my full name is Levi Bond Jr. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York, born in 1986. I'm 28 years old, but I was only in Brooklyn for 2 years. My parents wanted to move out because the area we was in was really, really becoming like super rough, and my parents didn't want to raise their kids in that environment, so we moved out in 1988, and from 1988 to 1992 we lived in Richmond, Virginia. And a few months before we moved back to New York, my parents had one more child, which is my younger brother Eric. So pretty much from summer of 92 to now, I lived in Westchester County, New York. Went to Uriah Hill Elementary School from 92 to 97, and then I went to Peekskill Middle School from 97 to 2000, and then from 2000 to 2004 I went to Peekskill High School. And I've been out of school for about a decade now, and even when I was in school, people always ask me, "Oh, what are you going to college for?" And I said, "I'm going to study business." "That's cool, but you should do fashion." And I was like, I don't know, I always loved clothes, and I was crowned best dressed for class of 2004, but it just wasn't in me back then. It just wasn't in me back then. But I've been through some things, and I'm here now. I'm here.
Sounds really cool. Okay, now first of all, let's talk about your name, Lejubon. Where does that come from?
Lejubon pretty much is just my full name, Levi Bond Jr., chopped up in pieces. I wanted to use my last name, Bond, for my company, but the lawyer said I wasn't able to. I forgot the reason why, so I said, give me 24 hours, and I'll come up with something. So that's why I came up with Lejubon. And so a lot of people think it sounds French. I'm like, nope, just a young black guy in New York trying to make it with fashion.
Good. Okay, that's cool for me. Now, I definitely want to talk about, because, you know what I'm saying, y'all already know I'm a Southern boy, right? Now, by you living parts of the South and now New York, and then, you know what I'm saying, you're getting into this fashion, where, who do you think has, I guess, that good fashion?
Oh, New York, all the way, man, all the way. Like young, middle class, and old. It's just, I feel like we still got it. And to be honest, like, not in an arrogant way. I don't think New York will ever lose it because it's such a melting pot. Like you got high fashion and everyday fashion, and then you have urban fashion. And I think both types of fashion markets learn from each other.
Very true. Now let's go back a minute. Now you said that really you didn't even want to do this this fashion thing. So what was that inspiration to really get you to be like, you know what, a designer is calling me, let me do this?
Oh man, woo, that's a long one right there.
Oh well, we got time.
You know what, it was I mean, like, at the end of the day, I think people make people, and I believe I was born with it, but I had to pull it out. And you can't hide from yourself. Both of my parents are ministers, and I'm one of the main ushers in my church. And even with that, I always wanted to bring style into the church. Like in the summertime, I wore all white. standing at the door greeting people, and wherever I went at, I just always wanted to express myself, and not trying to play the race card. I just didn't want to be labeled to Nikes or Jordans and wearing baggy clothes. Like I wear boat shoes, all sorts of things, but much is given, much is required. A lot of people, they don't understand it, so they'll criticize. Oh, what you wearing that for? Are you gay? This, and that. I'm like, nah, man, I'm just doing me. And I've almost gotten into some fights, got stabbed, shot, some of everything. But like I said, at the end of the day, people respect it, especially after they seen you do it for so long. Oh, wow, that's why you're doing that. Yeah, I finally accepted my calling, and it's just nice being able to relate to people, because I'm a very social person, and my parents told me to love everybody. So blacks, whites, Hispanic, mixed, non-black, whatever they are, whatever they believe in, people always gave me props for what I do, and that really touches my heart. So at the end of the day, when I dress up and when I make my designs, I like to think of people. I like to be able to relate to people. As I said before, I just don't want to be boxed in. I don't want people saying like, oh, a black man not supposed to wear that. At the end of the day, if you look good, you look good. If you're fresh, you're fresh. It doesn't matter what you are or where you're from.
And now it's really a good point that you bring that up, because people, they really do, like once you do something, that's what you do and that's what you are. Even though there are white people or whoever that maybe dress baggy, maybe dress neat. Why do you think that? I mean, yes, there are a lot, but why do you think that? What I'm saying, like for you, a young brother, what I'm saying, dressing very chic. Why is it so hard for people to just accept how you look as a designer?
I mean, like, to me, it's not just fashion, but I think it goes deeper than that, about the person's personality, where they from. A lot of people just aren't used to guys being well dressed and being respectful. Just a few minutes ago here, like somebody asked me, a young lady asked me was I straight. She's very attractive, and I said yes, I'm straight. Why? Because I'm polite. And she said yeah. And at the end of the day, it's if you don't know something or you haven't been exposed to it, you just haven't been exposed to it. And I've literally made great friends after like breaking it down to them. As I said before, people see stuff on like VH1, MTV, World Star Hip Hop. They expect a band or black man to look like this. And don't get me wrong, like these guys are fresh. You got the Lamborghini, the Bugattis, all of that. But at the end of the day, I just want to create my own path. I want to create my own path. Like when people see a design, I want them to be like, oh, that's Lejubon, that's Lejubon Jr. Nobody does that but him. And I think with a lot of other big designers out there, they have their own special thing that they do as well. Like for example, Louis Vuitton, everybody knows them from the monogram.
Well, one thing I love is just how some people can say, oh, he's gay because he dressed like this, but he's straight because he dressed like this. I mean, I just love that. Anyway, everybody, definitely keep it locked, because I'm your boy Z5. This is Designer Lejubon. We are getting to know him, and next we're going to talk about more of what he do and what's up and coming, and also just to get to know him some more. So don't go nowhere, because you are now hot in the mix on FWM TV. We're still keeping it hot in the mix. That's right, you rocking it out with FWM TV. Still here with Designer Lejubon. I'm about saying that real quick. Y'all know I'll tear everybody's name up except for mine. All right, but now definitely back with you. Now, now before the break, we actually talked about, getting to know you a little bit more, where you're from, how you got into design. But we didn't talk about what exactly do you design. Tell us about your design.
Oh yeah, pretty much what I do. I design neckties for men and women, and this is one of my pieces right here. I'm going to take a different approach with the neckties and put embellishments on them, things of that nature. And just a few weeks ago, I had a show here at the Yotel Hotel. Came out pretty well. I met a lot of people, had things of that nature. So it was a great experience.
Cool. So a piece like this, I say you have rhinestones here, but what is one of your main pieces that you're known for?
Well, this is pretty much what I started off with, the neckties with the rhinestones in it. This one specifically, this one is called the Grand Black Bejeweled Tie.
Sounds really good. Okay, now let me ask you a question. Now, to some people, it looks easy, but I'm sure it's not. How long did it take you to put this together?
Oh, well, I just drew it out and I gave it to a friend of mine and he made it for me. I'm not sure exactly how long it took, but yeah, it's like a lot of people there, they're not used to it. They're not used to it. I was actually trying to get this into a shop a few months prior, and a man said, "This is very nice, but we're not going for that type of look." He said it's too dressy. And I've heard that word TOO so many times in my life, too dressy, too fresh, and things of this nature. So it's easy, but it's not easy if it makes sense.
Makes sense. Now, let me ask you. Okay, now this is a necktie. You also do bow ties as well.
I'm getting into bow ties.
Okay, great. Also, too, now, what type of fashion are you trying to get into? There's high fashion, there's the mid fashion, urban fashion. What are you trying to get into?
To be honest with you, I want my line to reflect who I am and how I feel about life and people. I will have to say mid fashion because I've been at that point in my life where I walked into a store when I was a kid and I wanted a certain pair of sneakers or something. My parents said, "Oh, we can't afford that right now." So I know what it's like not having something. So I want to make something for everybody. Don't get me wrong though. Once in a while, or probably like once or twice a year, I would do like limited pieces where let's say like a jacket for a man may be like $800 to like $3,000, but for the most part, it's going to be like affordable things. Like I said, like mid fashion.
Now I know, of course, whenever you design, I'm pretty sure that it's for anybody. But who do you feel your audience is?
Who do I feel my audience is? I want to. How can I put it? I want to target all ages, if that's possible. Well, I believe it is. Yeah, I want to target all ages because once again, getting back to people, I've been able to relate to people. Just a few weeks ago, when I was working at one of my jobs, I had on a pair of old Jordans and some jeans and I think a shirt and a jacket. And a little young girl, a little white girl, she said, "Wow, I never seen a style like that before." So it's like even a kid, a babe, can see something that's different. It's one thing to make something different, but at the same time, you got to make something that's common, something that people feel comfortable with.
Sounds really good. Now let's talk about the business a little bit. Now, first thing, how long? Well, not how long, but how many shows have you been in? How many fashion shows have you shown your designs in?
I've been in a couple of fashion shows. I would say anywhere between maybe 3 to 6 shows.
Gotcha. That's a lot. Now I'm pretty sure just within these shows, you see how it goes from the models to other designers and just the show itself, and then also what you see in the media. Are there any designers that maybe you follow or get inspiration from, or?
Oh yeah, yeah. When it comes to designers, I appreciate various designers, but one that's just paramount in my mind is Ralph Lauren. Not just his designs, but his lifestyle, what he stands for, his family. Like me, I'm a very conservative guy, and I'm a family man at the end of the day. And after I accomplish some goals with my fashion line, I definitely want to have a family of my own. And like I say, he's that number one designer in my mind. And not only that, he started off with neckties as well. And I remember I think it was a few years back. It was May of 2011. I remember watching his interview on Oprah with my parents and my younger brother, and come to find out, he had a tumor in the beginning of his career, a brain tumor, and I had a tumor as well, a tumor in my back. And while I was watching that interview, I was sort of, I think the operation was a few days before the surgery, or a week or something like that. So it's like there's always somebody out there that paved the way for you.
It's really fun getting to know Levi. Wouldn't y'all say so? Now, Levi, I'm pretty sure other people want to know. They see your design. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are like, "Oh, I need to get that." But now, what stands you, apart from everybody else?
What stands me apart from everybody else? Pretty much, like I said, I like to take things into a new direction. This is one of my ties right here. It's black with the clear stones. Make ties in denim. half silk, half denim, and just giving people a new outlook with accessories. You know, because even when it comes down to like accessories and neckties, some people still think that women can't wear neckties. But you know, you gotta um you gotta make your mark in this world, and you gotta prove your point. First of all, we all know that women are beautiful, so putting a piece like this on a woman, that just make her get even more attention.
Women, Lejubon is gonna be putting y'all in the know and in fashion. Y'all definitely stick around. We are hot in the mix. Upcoming, we're gonna find out what's upcoming with Lejubon, and also we're gonna find out some more facts about him and what makes him happy, what makes him tick. It's all coming up next and hot in the mix on your boy Z Fly. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Z Fly. We still rocking our hot in the mix style. That's right. Still got the designer Lejubon on the side of me. Now, what I want to know is in your profession, your really great profession, what is the one thing, not the two, not the three, what's the one thing that you just love about this designing world?
This designer world, you know, at the end of the day, I'm free. I'm free. My soul is free. I'm doing what I love. Like, don't get me wrong. We all do what we do to make money, take care of ourselves, take care of our family, and live a great, healthy lifestyle. But at the end of the day, it's just fun being yourself. And you know, you have people like, oh wow, I never seen that before, or that's you. You the only one that can do that, or things of that nature. So it just feels good. You know, like you take these ideas and you get them out. You know, it's like a woman releasing a baby. She's so relieved that that baby has come out.
That's really true. That's really true. Now let's go back to the business one more time. Now I'm pretty sure you have been to a lot of different shows for New York City Fashion Week, just other fashion weeks, you know, here in the country and the world. That is. Now, a lot of times, let's just keep it real. Let's keep it real. A lot of times you don't see like a lot of black designers. But however, you don't see a lot of black designers mainstream. You do see a lot of black designers, you know, in these up and coming or in these New York Fashion Weeks that are up and coming. But why? But then, why don't you think that there is a lot of mainstream black designers that have good ensembles?
You know what? At the end of the day, I really think it depends on a person's personality. I look at this fashion business like music. You got some people that are just comfortable being underground, and I look at being underground in the fashion world like having a boutique. But nevertheless, these people that's underground, they're still making moves. They're still making a lot of money. Some of these people making close to six figures. Some of them probably making six figures or close to seven figures or seven figures. So just because you never heard of somebody doesn't mean that they're not doing anything. There's a lot of people out there making moves right now as we speak. You know, and some people just don't want all that attention on the limelight. You know.
Now let's talk about up and coming. I know you talked about your company. Tell us more about your company and tell us about the websites and how people can maybe get involved.
Well, pretty much what my brand is about. I'm starting off with neckties for men and for women. You know, pretty soon we're gonna get into bow ties. And the name of my site is called www.lejubon.com. I'll say it one more time for y'all that missed it. www.lejubon.com. How you spell it? LEJUBON.com.
Now, and one more thing. What made you, decide to do a company? You know, you could have just said, okay, I'm going to be a designer, I'm going to design. But now, I love it. You are going surpass that. Oh, I need a company. Where did that idea come from?
Like I said, at the end of the day, it's really just being honest with yourself because I'm a very happy person. I'm very social. But at the end of the day, I feel like to truly be happy, I have to do what I love. And when I'm at fashion events and shoots, it's a high all by itself. You know, like some people like drinking, some people like smoking weed. Like this is my high right here. When and not just only at a fashion event or a shoot where I can be drawn or when I get an idea.
Where can people find you next?
Find me next. Actually, Style Lager. It's a new fashion app.
Yeah.
My products are going to be on stylelager.com. what do you call it? Like I said, the app for smartphones, and pretty much they give designers a platform to sell their pieces all around the world.
You know, Lejubon, you ain't playing, is you?
I can't. My life depends on this, you know. My life depends on it. I love people, and I take what I do serious. You know, not being arrogant, but I think that's what helps me excel in this field. The simple fact that I'm able to work with people. You know, I rarely have to deal with someone that's difficult, because at the end of the day, I just want to be the bigger person. I want to be the one that diffuses the situation. You know, I don't like conflict, chaos. I just like to keep things in order. You know.
Wow, you know, everybody, this is a very smart, intelligent, confident, motivated, intriguing, energetic man beside me. Y'all better definitely check him out. Okay, you know, and also to let people know, if you know, if you got the Facebook, if you got the Twitter, if you got the Instagram, what you got the LinkedIn, what you got?
Oh yeah, of course. You know, we're on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn as well. You know, you gotta be LinkedIn. You gotta connect with people and whatnot. I believe that relationships are everything in life. You can have the talent, but if you don't know how to relate to people, I don't know how much you're gonna be able to do.
Do anything. How do you go about, one more question, how do you go about selecting your models for your show?
You know what, when it comes down to the models, I look at it this way. I'm a new designer that's making his way into the fashion world, and I believe that there's models that's making their way in the fashion world also. You know, you got these people out here like Marc Jacobs, Ralph Lauren, all these other wonderful designers, and you got these great supermodels like Naomi Campbell, Cindy Crawford, Tyson Beckford. These people are very successful in that, and they had their time. So it's people like me and other designers and other new models that's up on the rise with a new generation.
I know that's right. I heard that. Everybody, once again, this is Designer Lejubon. He did his thing. He has a great accessory line. I love it. Fashion wear, or not fashion wear, but neck wear. I love it. Y'all know how I am. Look, any last comments for the people out there? You know, any last thing you want people to know about Designer Lejubon? Anything else?
Well, pretty much about Lejubon, you know, as I said before, you can go to lejubon.com. You can read about my story, look at other interviews, look at my lookbook, press, all those type of things. You can also contact us as well.
Well, you heard it first here. FWMTV. I am your boy Z Fly. Keep it hot in the mix. Always, every day, all day. Okay, and remember, stay fly, not high. Bye-bye.
Finer than falling in love.
Yeah, well, I ain't falling in love.
What do you call it?
LWP.
LWP.